resting on the foot bar. Let's just find some of our arm placement here. Your palms are facing the mirrors. Your hands can be active fingers to the sky, or you can make fists, whatever feels better for you. Can you bring your wrist in line with your shoulder? When you do that, the carriage is going to move towards the curtain. So bring your hands in line with your shoulders. Once you're there, we're taking one leg floating to the tabletop, the other leg floats to the tabletop. Know that the foot bar is there at any time when you need it. From here, let's take a nice big inhale together. Now, we're going to work slow and controlled. Exhale fully. When we inhale next, that right hand, can it sweep out towards the beach? Exhale, bring it back in line with the shoulders. So we're going to go right arm, breathe, yes. And then, no, not yet. Now, left arm's just staying at the side. Right arm is just going out like to 3 o'clock. Bring it back to 12 o'clock. We inhale to go to 3 o'clock. We exhale to come back to 12 o'clock. I want you to work with your slow movement here. Maybe you only go half meter. I want you to keep both your hips firm on the bed. Fantastic. We'll rotate to the other side in 10. Left arm is nice and active. It's holding the place there. Giving you that feedback of where the right arm needs to be. Toes can come to the full bar for a little bit of a lower back reset if you need. You can just reach forward, touch them. In 5, we make both hands pointing to the sky. In 3, in 2, and 1. If you need a little shoulder reset, you can yourself a roll the shoulders. We go with the left arm. Using that inhale to sweep with the left arm. Exhale to come back to center. Our form is looking fantastic here. You're all in amazing alignment with those shoulders to wrists. Beautiful. I love how your brain just went elbow straight to doing something else with the other arm. I'm like, maybe not for filming. Good. The slower the better with this move. Inhale, move out to the side. Exhale, come back to center. Notice what's going on with your ribs. Do you feel like they're flaring out as you move the arm out to the side? If that's the case, don't go as far with your arm. Think about drawing those ribs into the center of your body, into that big line. We've got 8 more like this. We take a little reset before we work another round before the next move. In 5, 4, 3, maybe your feet meet the foot bar in 2. Take some pressure off that lower back, take a reset here. Maybe a little slight wiggle of the hips here. Maybe a bend of the elbows to relieve some pressure. When we're ready, we find that starting position again. Put the arms into position first, then float one leg, then float the other. So wrists, elbows, shoulders, all stacked in a line. We inhale to prepare. This time we're going to press with our exhale. Our hands down towards the springs, down towards the bed. Inhale, they come back to that shoulder line. Exhale, we press. Inhale, bring them back. Oh yeah. Now I know sometimes for tabletop it might feel nice to bring the knees and ankles and bring them together and get a little bit more support. If that feels nice for you. It's looking good. You got to have a little sweeter. Or is it you question? Yeah, someone's got a little squeaker. We are like this for another 10. We're going to, before we start to add on some beautiful leg work. If that's not for you, you're going to stay in tabletop. In 5, next time you press down, we're going to send the right leg into that single leg extension, pointing those toes towards the mirrors. As the arms return to the ceiling, the leg floats back to tabletop. Alternating those legs with each breath. If this is for you, we're here like this for 15. You're almost at the end of class. We are stretching after this. This is the final push of class. For those that have the ability and strength and want the extra sprinkle of chili spice, double leg extension is there for you. You are like this for another 12. 10. Use your breath. Breathe out, press. The hands down. Leg goes long. Last 6. We're going to meet. Arms pressed to the carriage. Legs can be tabletop or double leg extension. You choose your little finisher. Position in 3. In 2, we finish together now. Let's press those arms down. Legs are in position for few. We're going to finish with a few little hundreds here, but I won't make you go to 100. Little pulses of those arms for 10, 9. Hug those ribs in. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Safely bringing those arms or bending the arms, bringing the feet to the full bar, taking the straps, popping them back on their little hookies. We are going to take the windscreen wiper here, so feet nice and wide, holding onto those shoulder blocks. Starting to wrap up towards the end of class now. We'll take a stretch. Oh, I'm almost there. Using that nice exhale to windscreen wiper those knees side to side. Maybe your gaze stays at the ceiling, or maybe it's going opposite direction to your knees. In a moment, when we say we get up off the bed, we are going to step to the core side of the bed. We're going to finish with a bit of a stretch. Grab your grip if you need, watching any props that are by your side. Before we stand and have a stretch, what we're going to do is use our carriage. I'll do it in front of you, so that everyone can see. I want you to use the hands on the bed. I want you to come nice and wide with the legs and have a bit of distance. We're going to bring the hands on. We're just going to allow the hips to go behind us. Legs are straight, toes pointing forward to the beach. Sink your chest deep between those elbows. Trying to find length through the arms, length through the legs. Send the hips behind you. Send the chest towards your knees, between your elbows. I want you to breathe here for another 5, 4. We're going to try and roll our spine up to come up to standing. So think about the opposite movement of stretching our back, rolling it up so that you come up like a bit of, I don't even know what that word would be, but roll up, all the way up to standing. Let's face in the mirrors when you're ready. Hip distance apart with those legs. Let's just take the arms overhead. Finger pointing, little pistol grip. Let's draw the shoulders back and down. Take a lean towards the core side. Oh. Beautiful. Back up through center. Going the other way towards the beach. Back through center. Let's fan open the arms, nod at the chin. Let's fully roll ourselves down. Hands can roll down the tops of your thighs, your calves, finding fingertips towards the floor. Maybe you are bending the legs here and creating a little bit of movement. Or maybe you're just staying nice and still. Your hands might feel really nice to bring the palm side of your hands underneath your toes so that your knuckles will be on the floor. It's a little bit of pressure in the hands. It's not for everybody, but it does feel sometimes really nice. Otherwise, maybe you're bending through the elbows, grabbing your elbow creases. Just take it this way if that feels nice for you. We'll take a couple of rounds of breath together to close out class. Nice, big, deep inhale through the nose. And then as you exhale, just letting it all go. Sending that breath to any points of tension. Saying thanks to your body. We inhale again. Exhale, fully let it go. On the next exhale, we'll roll ourselves up. Let's take a big inhale. When you're ready, exhale yourself slowly, restacking that spine. Gentle roll of the shoulders, nod of the head. And we're done.